Few vehicles are as iconic as the Volkswagen Type 2. Synonymous with freedom and adventure, it's had many names over the years: Combi, Transporter, Multivan, and now it has another one, ID BUZZ. Finally, after decades of concepts and design studies, Volkswagen has finally revealed its production-ready electric microbus. With its 60s-inspired two-tone paint scheme and its big VW badge on its stubby front end, there's no mistaking its lineage, although the diesel Caravelle will remain on sale. There's no denying that it looks great. No strangers to retro styling, VW has thrown everything at the ID BUZZ to ensure it stands out from just about anything else on the roads. The boxy proportions will be familiar to anyone who's ever had their own VW bus, and the squared-off tailgate looks like maybe, just maybe, it could be housing a clattery, air-cooled flat 4. Safe to say, it isn't. As its ID moniker would suggest, this new BUZZ is all-electric. Like the original Volkswagen Type 2 vans that were built on Beetle platforms, the ID BUZZ is based on the ID3, with the same running gear as the electric hatchback. It gets a 201 brake horsepower motor driving the rear wheels with a 77 kilowatt-hour battery. VW hasn't yet announced the BUZZ's range, but we'd expect it to be somewhere in the region of 300 miles. With a powerful enough source, it will fast charge from 5 to 80% in half an hour, but more impressive is the bi-directional charging. This standard feature will allow you to feed energy from your car back into the grid. And we do say car rather than bus, as rather disappointingly, the ID BUZZ has only 5 seats. It's less of a van then, and more of an oddly shaped car with sliding doors. To be kind, it's an MPV, like the new BMW 2 Series Active Tourer we looked at last week. However, with no third row of seats getting in the way, the ID BUZZ has a truly enormous boot. Capacity is a whopping 1,121 litres. Fold the seats down and that grows to 2,205. For buyers who don't need the back seats at all, there is a commercial version that does without the side windows. Like the ID3, the BUZZ gets a light, airy interior with lots of colourful details, continuing the retro theme into the cabin. The light-coloured plastics might not be to everyone's tastes, but they do a good job of mimicking the painted dashboard and Bakelite steering wheels of the classic combis. There's no leather to be found anywhere, with VW making use of recycled alternatives with the goal of making the ID BUZZ carbon neutral from manufacturer to delivery, something we hope to see more of in the industry. Naturally, there's a big infotainment screen in the middle of the stylish dashboard. As standard, it's a 10-inch screen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but you can pay extra for the 12-inch screen seen here. Unfortunately, it also gets the slightly tricky touch-sensitive climate controls from other ID cars, but it's a small irk in an otherwise fabulous interior. Prices for the BUZZ are yet to be announced, but production is due to start later this year, with the first customer deliveries expected in the autumn.